Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Fair catch called for and made. So the New Mexico Lobos offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, New Mexico! And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. On the option. He'll pitch it. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. He's loose. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Lobos! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio. 2
very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's got it on the right. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The snap sets up the throw. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. On the option. Quick toss. Now on 2nd down. Here comes the option. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're
just plowing down the field. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody in the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
Guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Fast motion from the offense. on the option. He'll toss it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, New Mexico! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
New Mexico State, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Fires on the move. Working on the right.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
On the set.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
New Mexico, 21. New Mexico State, 3.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Ready, set.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Lasso.
He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Ready up.
This is a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
New Mexico, 28. New Mexico State, 3.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kickoff.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 2nd down coming up. The give to the lone running back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot.
And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
New Mexico State, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game,
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And the Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the toss. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Makes the catch. It's Bell. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Can't hold on, he had him right down the middle and he flat dropped it. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
A first down for the offense. The option look. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, New Mexico.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Dampier. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Lobos decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll throw it on first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Johnson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Lobos will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking for space, it's Watkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. After that last completion, it's second down.
Here we go.
Second down.
Off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll run the option. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Here we go.
Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it. Touchdown, Lobos! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have run a better route.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Let's it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes a connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Got it, looking for the first down. At the 45, on its way. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The RPO fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the toss. He's off to the races. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes the grab on the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Line gets set, 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his feet. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Get set, get set.
On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job of the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Trying to bully their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Green 25.
Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. He's going up top here late in the game.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Right.